up, Charlotte? How are we doing today? Thank you for, oh, hang on, it's my daughter. Hey. Hello? Yeah, you can FaceTime me. Okay. Oh, well, this is happening. Hang on. How do I do this? No, I got it. Hey, guys. Hey, look. Look who I'm with. Daddy's working right now. What are you guys doing? What's up, Zeppy? Hey, buddy, look at all these people. Your Wi-Fi is terrible. Oh, connection's unstable.
They hung up on you.
Okay. Hey guys, I love you. Daddy's got to go to work. I'll call you back, okay? She said, hello, people of planet Earth. All right, you're adorable. I love you. Bye. Yeah, and you know how much I had to bribe them just then to call me when I got on stage? No. Hey guys, thanks for showing up and giving us a real reason to be here and be with you guys. I know some of you guys have probably been in quite duress over the past few weeks. Anybody overly affected by the hurricanes here? Yeah? Anybody from Asheville here? Yeah. Well, been thinking about you guys, been talking about you guys. Thank you to Misha for setting up a little fundraiser for you guys. Yeah, just know that our heart goes out to you guys. I know that's, as someone who married into hurricane tragedy, my wife is from Louisiana, for those of you who don't know, and has dealt with this for quite a while and knows the pain. So just know that we love you. We're with you guys, and we're gonna put together some stuff to do what we can to help out. So that's what neighbors do. That's what we should all do. That's the best part of the year.
You come down to the south, and the way people take care of their neighbors down here is on another level. It really is good.
Anyway, well, we're happy to be here. Thank you guys for being here with us, and just so happy that we could be here with you guys and maybe add a little light and a little levity and some smiles to some people who truly need it. So thank you for being here with us. Let's take some questions. Otherwise, we'll just keep taking phone calls. How about over here?
So out of all the stuff that you guys have fought and killed in the show, what's one thing you think that you could take in real life?
A changeling. Just kick that kid in the teeth. Honestly, there's probably not a lot that we could take in real life if we didn't have a trunk full of weapons or a trench coat on. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some of the other baddies on the show, and nothing's coming to mind that I'd be like, oh, no problemo. They were all pretty fierce. What is one that you think you could take in real life?
None of them.
There you go. See? All right, we're in the same camp. Thank you. How you doing?
Hey guys. Do you have a favorite inspirational quote that means a lot to you or helps you get through difficult times?
These things can strike you from many different ways. I mean, you can read something in a poem or a book, or hear something in a movie. I heard something in a Lincoln commercial, and I've said this one before, so some of you have heard this. But it was Matthew McConaughey was doing Lincoln commercials, and another. It doesn't matter. So the quote is, and I actually, it hit me, and it was just, I was watching TV, and it came on, and it was a commercial, and I was like, wait, what? I spun it back, and I listened to it again, and I wrote it down, and I keep it written down next to a picture of my kids. And it says, taking care of yourself takes care of more than just yourself. I don't know what that had to do with selling cars, but it struck me, and it's something that I think about quite often. So, hi.
Hi, sorry for my voice. I did karaoke last night. So.
What did you sing that resulted with this?
Well, like every song. I sung along with every song, but I have to sing Blank Space on the stage, so.
Oh.
Like a true Swiftie.
Blank space. Is that? Wait, don't tell me. Taylor Swift. You told me that I knew it.
So my name is Tesla, and I was actually named after the classic rock band. So I would like to know if you could only listen to one classic rock song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Man, I'm trying to think of like some big kind of like epic. Man, I don't know. I honestly, there's a song that I've heard a million times that I never get tired of, and it's gonna be really cliche, and you guys are probably gonna make fun of me for it, but Stairway. Thank you. Hi there.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I've been watching you guys like basically since I was born, as well as scary movies. So I was trying to find out if you guys had any favorite scary movies and why.
Jensen walked into the trio photo ops with me and Mark Shepard today, and Mark and I were already standing there, and Jensen was walking in, and he looked at us and he was like, we're really old. And I will point out one salient detail in this little transaction. There was no mirror there. He wasn't looking at himself.
But I
He was
said
just
we.
looking.
I didn't say you. I said we.
Yeah,
I
it was
included
like you were
myself in that
sugarcoating
situation.
it. Yeah, but you were looking at us.
This is true.
And and it was like you did a double take. You were like, huh. And then you said, we're really old. Like you were inspecting something and then coming to that conclusion.
Scary movie. I'm gonna go The Shining as number one. And for me, and this is debatable, we can argue about this, Strangers. And there's a bit of a theme there, because there's nothing really paranormal about either of those movies. It's just messed up people. And that scares me more than anything, any bump in the night. Yeah.
What'd you say? I'm a wimp. I just discovered that I'm an elderly wimp. This has been wonderful for my ego
I
today.
have a close third. Stonehenge Apocalypse too. That's
I would say probably the day after tomorrow. I love a good nuclear Holocaust film.
That's not a scary movie. That's not a scary movie. It's a disaster movie. Which, by the way, know your audience, man. Not the time.
Oh, elderly wimp who's out of touch. It's just not going well over here.
What is your favorite scary movie?
I think at least the one that scared me the most was Hereditary. So it might be my favorite.
Oh, I don't even know that one. What is?
Watch it.
What's
it's
it?
It's about grief, but I can't say anything else.
Is it paranormal or is it?
Yes, it's
It
scary.
is. Okay.
The first movie that I saw in a movie theater, I was 6 years old, and my dad took me to my very first movie, and it was Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah. Isn't that great? Yeah.
That explains a lot. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. This is kind of going off horror as well. In Supernatural, do you think Sam and Dean could take care of like Michael Myers, Jason, and
Yes.
Easily.
In their sleep.
They dealt with a rogue god and Lucifer.
Yeah, we took down heaven and hell. I think a guy with a hockey mask is, we'd wrap that up in time for dinner. Yeah, no, that'd just be an easy Sunday afternoon for the Winchesters, I think. Yeah. There you go. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. Hi.
Hi, I wanted to ask you guys a little bit about the booking process to get on like interview shows. I love Stephen Colbert, like Hot Ones. I know you've talked about wanting to get on that, and how it works for you guys to get on there, and then the preparation for those interviews versus these type of interviews.
No, it's, and this is no secret, usually when you have something to promote, then you have a publicist or the studio publicist who then makes the phone calls to the various shows, to their booker people, and says, we've got so-and-so, he's got something coming up, he'd like to come on the show, and so, and then once they're like, okay, great, we'll pencil him in for, this date. Then a producer from that show will do a pre-interview with the talent and call and have maybe a half-hour conversation on the phone and just ask a variety of questions about either stuff personal or professional or whatever it is, and effectively just looking for good anecdotes that can be brought up on the taping day. So all of the things that you see are that's why the talk show hosts, they have no cards, because they know they're already told what to bring up. And like, oh, Jensen told me a funny story about when they were vacationing, in Europe this past year. And so ask him about that, and then tease you up to tell the story to the audience. So even though it looks like you're just having a conversation with somebody, there is 99% of the time it's kind of all pre-planned a bit. Now sometimes a really good talk show host, might go off script and might dive into something else that maybe wasn't talked about, and a good guest will be able to kind of roll along with that. But largely it's a pre-interview that you tell some funny stories or some anecdotes to that producer, and then they pick which ones they think would be the best for the show. So that's kind of how that goes. I know it's not as glorious as it sounds, but that's how we do it. Thanks. Hey.
Hey guys, first off, I just wanted to thank y'all for being a part of this show and making the show, what it is. It's because of y'all that everybody in this room loves the show so much. And I've helped me through a lot of dark times. I deal with a lot of mental problems from the military, and every time I cut the show on, it was like, all the voices went away. And I still watch it damn near every day to this day, because it's what helps me. It fills my mind. I think for me, it showed me kind of like what you said, like things could always be worse. But it's not about how it could be worse. It's how your characters tackled on the problems that we would have in day-to-day life. It's not about just taking care of the monsters and saving the world and things like that. It's about really keeping an eye on the people that's around you and taking care of that person to your left and to your right, and making sure that before you go into anything, the smart thing and the best plan is not to go into it alone, to always have a battle buddy with you. So my question, my question was for the both of y'all, what characteristics or like traits do you have in common with your characters from the show?
First off, thank you for your service, my man. What's your name?
Evan.
Evan, thank you for that. And know that I look to guys like you for inspiration. I could go on quite a bit about the similarities between myself and Dean. Also, you know, the dissimilarities. Is that the right word? Unsimilar, the non-similar. What's the word?
You could say you could say difference.
I don't want to say difference. I want to say the dissimilarities. Suck it, Jared. We like the same music. We like old cars. But I think deeper than that, I have a deep-rooted need to take care of the people that I love. It's one of the reasons why that quote that I said a minute ago, taking care of yourself takes care of more than just yourself. So that reminds me that, oh, by taking care of myself, I can also take care of other people. Because that's how I had to kind of switch that in my mind, where I was like, I don't need to take care of myself, I need to take care of everybody else. But you have to take care of yourself. But by doing that, it gives you, it makes you able to do the things that you want to do, which is take care of other people. So I think Dean fell victim to that same thing quite a bit, and wasn't too concerned with himself, but was always concerned about the people surrounding him. The brother to your left, the brother to your right. So that is certainly one thing that I always loved about that character, because I felt the same way. Well, we both have bow legs. So there you go. Thank you, Evan. Appreciate you. Hi.
Hi. First off, I just wanted to say thank you guys for giving me and my daughter like the best weekend ever, because this has been amazing. And I actually wanted to ask Jensen to say, what's the best concert you've ever been to?
That's I'm going to give you a cop out here, and that's because it was the first concert I ever went to.
That's exactly what I did.
No way.
Yeah, same cop out.
What was it?
Donovan.
What?
Donovan.
That was your first concert?
Yeah.
Was it Donovan?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember, we started this conversation by pointing out how old I am.
Well, I was 6 years old. I got taken to my first concert. Some of you, I've told this story before. And I can't remember exactly. I gotta ask my mom this story, but she brought me to this concert, her and her sister, my aunt. And it was Michael Jackson's Thriller tour.
No way. Really? Oh my God.
And it was at that moment that I shit my pants. Just the scale in which that production was, it was the height of his career at that time, and it was such an incredible show, and it just blew my hair back. And since then, I've been like, everything else is kind of paled in comparison, but I have been to some really great shows in my time. I will say, and this isn't just a plug for a friend of mine, but recently one of the best experiences I've had at a concert was Slipknot. And that might not be everybody's kind of taste of music, and that's fine, but if you ever get a chance to experience that show, it is mind-blowing. And I think it's a testament to a lot of the performers out there that it's not about the music anymore when you go see a show. It is such a performative medium that you can just entertain a crowd so incredibly with not just the music but the showmanship, and there are so many amazing artists out there that are also incredible showmen. What? Corey? Oh yeah, Corey too. So yeah, I love it. I need to go see more shows, but yeah. You know who I just saw? You know who I just saw? Was Boys to Men. Well, because they're part of a music festival, so they're doing their
hilarious.
music festival. But so it wasn't just them. There was a whole bunch of different artists. But straight back to middle school, I was like, oh, I mean, I think I danced senior prom to Into the Road. Yeah, that's hilarious. What's your favorite concert that you've ever been to? And have you ever taken your daughter to a concert?
But yes, I've just gotten her and my son. I took them to see Mitski 2 years ago, and we've gone to 2 since then. And we've seen Gracie, and she and I went and saw Taylor Swift last summer.
You saw the Eras tour?
Yes.
I actually am a little jealous. My daughter went to that. I was a little jealous. I'm not a huge Taylor Swift fan, as you might imagine, but I hear that concert was like something on the level of Michael Jackson's Thriller tour. Yeah. I heard something recently. It was a comic I forget his name, but he was doing a podcast or something. He was like, I got dragged to this Taylor Swift concert, this Eras tour thing, and I don't know any of that music, but I went. My girlfriend wanted to go, and he was like 5 minutes in. He was like, I know you were trying to walk in, like just going. He's like, I'm in love. So I don't know. I kind of hope I get to see that before it ends, but I probably won't. And that's fine. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Great.
So I was wondering, outside of acting and all that you've done in your career, what is the legacy you want to leave people with?
Outside of a career?
Yes, outside of your acting career.
Now that you're moving into your final chapter, what do I want it to be? What do I hope it to be? I mean, it might sound simple, but to be a good person, that I made a difference in people's lives in a positive way, that I left the world a little brighter than it was before I came. That's what I hope. Hi.
Hi, my name is Sarah. How are you guys doing?
Are you the daughter of the? Oh, okay. Hi, Sarah.
What was your favorite to play?
Other than the basic dean, probably Michael. And largely because I don't felt like I didn't feel like I got to really explore that as much as I wanted to, and I wanted more. I think I wanted something like 3 episodes. And I talked to the writers, and I was like, can we just, this should be 8 to 10 episodes. Like let's utilize this. This is unique. We could really have fun with this. And they're like, yeah, audience wants the brothers back together. And I'm like, well, where was that? Where was that idea with the soulless, stupid Sam? Why do I have to put up with that shit for that long? I'm not bitter. I'll go with Michael. Thank you. Yeah. Hi. Thank you.
If you had the powers of the Untouchables, which era would you go visit?
Which era?
What would you go back to? If you could go to anyone, which one would you want to go to?
You know, I used to always say like medieval times, right? And then I said that several times when I'm talking, with friends or groups or whatever like that. And somebody, might have been Jason Vance actually brought up, he's like, you realize how much disease was going on back then. You realize people died at 30. And then I was like, oh yeah. He's like, and also they didn't have plumbing. Everybody stunk. There was no deodorant, probably no toothpaste. I was like, well, now I don't want to go back there. Yeah. I would, I would like to experience the Roaring 20s. Yeah. I think that would be fun. Or maybe post-war 40s, which we will get to explore in the spin-off of The Boys. Yeah. Thanks, man.
Hi.
Hi.
This question is for Jensen.
Found
Given Cass's confession in episode 18, did Dean look back at some of Cass's actions, like breaking Sam's wall, as the actions of Cass trying to remove a rival for Dean's attention?
What? What? I'm gonna need one more time. In 18, the confession.
After the confession,
Yeah.
did Dean look back on, in retrospect, with new information, looking back on some of Cass's actions, like breaking Sam's wall, as the actions of trying to get a rival out of the way for Dean's attention? You know, you've got this brother and you don't pay attention to anybody else. Maybe if we send him to the loony bin, there's more time for me.
It's a freaking minefield I'm about to. I got it. No. And here's why. Because I don't believe that Cass would have ever thought that by removing Sam from Dean's life would have any positive aspects.
You dodged the bullet. Nice work.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's up?
Hi, my name's Bella. I just wanted to start off and say thank you guys so much for being here and for doing your jobs phenomenally, like bringing the characters to life. It really means a lot, I mean, as you can see. And my question was, out of all the guest stars on the show, which one were you most excited or nervous to work with?
Most excited and nervous, or nervous?
Or nervous.
Nervous? I was probably, I mean, if I think about it, I could probably come up with a list, but I'll just go with the first one that comes to mind. I was very nervous to work with Gary Cole, who was in Hollywood Babylon, and I was such a huge fan of his that I didn't know if I was gonna be able to act normal or act with him at all. And he was fantastic, and he was so good, and I was so happy. But I was definitely nervous about Gary Cole. I was so used to, like, I knew the kind of her public persona very well, as most of us did at that time. And when the cameras weren't on, it was like a switch flipped. Like, she was like, camera's on, she's like, oh my God, it's so hot. And then camera's off, she's like, ah. It is like really hot in here. Is anybody, anyway, I'm gonna get coffee, do you need anything? And I was like, what? Just happened. She was just like a cool, regular, person. And I don't know, it threw me. And I was like, she's a genius. She's created this whole thing. And it worked well for her, but yeah. Well, and a lot of the fan favorite characters and a lot of them are here this weekend, weren't just fan favorite characters, they were also set favorite characters. I remember the first day I worked with Brianna, and that first scene, and I was like, oh, she wants to play. Okay, give me that donut. Time to test this one. And you just, when people come in and come through the door that just have a certain thing about them that make them elevate what we're doing that day, it shows up on screen, but it also just resonates on set. And those are the people that generally come back and work more and more. And I mean, again, like I'm going through the Rolodex, you know, I mean, Felicia Day, one of my favorite guest stars. Tiles, and you know, there were so many just amazing performances, but they were amazing performances because of the actor that brought that juice to the you know, to the set and made it work. So yeah, we were very fortunate, very blessed as a show to have so many fantastic people come through our door. No, thank you. Hi.
Hello, my name is Juliana. So I'm from Lebanon, and coming from a country filled with corruption, watching the corruption on The Boys really got to me. And I was wondering how you feel about the parallels between the shows you were on and like the state of the world.
Well, I think it's no surprise that Eric Kripke is somehow some magical wizard and has some sort of a crystal ball, because the stuff that he writes somehow, I mean, he must be tied in with the Simpsons folks. Did you see that clip it popped back up? Somebody sent it to me, but it's, I don't even know what episode it's from, but it was like Sam saying, who likes, what is it? Golden Virgins? And then my response is, I don't know, P. Diddy?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Do you even know what episode or season? What was it? The dragon episode? What season was that? 6. So how many years ago was that? And now look at this. Soothsayer. That's. And then with like The Boys, I mean, you know, Kripke wrote that. They're just talking about season 4 that came out in the summer. He wrote that like probably 2 years ago. And I mean, I guess he knew it was going to be an election year, but to put that into something so early on, I mean, he didn't know who the candidates would be. He didn't know any of that stuff, but it's, yeah, there's a very suspicious. Well, there's things called standards and practices, which applies to broadcast television. Like, there's certain things you can't say. Obviously, you can't, you know, use expletives. There's what? Somebody? Who? Hello? Oh, are you talking? Where the hell did you come from? Well, you better announce yourself. You sneak up behind me like that. I think you're a crook to the face. Hang on, real quick before we put them. Now I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Standards and practices, yes. And so there's a lot of things. One of the things you can't point a gun at somebody's head on broadcast TV. I was just doing a shot on Friday night where I had literally a gun to my head, and they were like, "Ooh, wait, can we?" And we're like, "Oh no, we're on Amazon. We can do whatever we want." Which, since we're wrapping it up here, I do want to say something real quick. I was talking to, so I'm doing this new show called Countdown, and I'm talking to my cast, and I'm telling them, they're like, what are you guys doing this weekend? And people are like, oh, you know, going to dinner with so-and-so, or oh, I think we're gonna go, for a hike. What are you doing, Jensen? I'm like, flying to Charlotte. And they're like, what? Like, yeah, like, are you doing another one of those things? What? How? First, are you crazy? And then second, like, what is this? What are you doing? What is this world? So would you mind, guys, if I take a little video and bring it back to the past? Just show them what a crazy world we all have decided to be a part of here. Okay, I'm gonna start here. Hey guys, it's your boy. What's up? I got a few people here last night. It's time for the last question. This is what we do. Go and take a look. Misha, have you ever done this before?
You thought Castiel was weird.
It's funny, I ask him that every day on set, and I got the same reaction. Come on up, don't be afraid. He doesn't bite hard. Have a seat. What's your name?
Victoria.
Victoria? Say hello to your husband.
Hi, Victoria.
Say hello to Victoria. Victoria, what is your question? Oh, do you want some water? Would you like some? No, she's fine. Take it easy.
I just opened it.
Quit crowding her. What's your question? You do have a question, don't you?
If you don't mind me asking, I was going to ask, can you sing a little bit of Simple Man while I'm up on stage?
I guess technically that is a question, isn't it? Do you have an actual question, or is that all you wanted? Well, you were in line. What was your question?
I was going to ask about what kind of careers y'all would have been doing if y'all hadn't been discovered by acting.
I'd probably be waiting tables. No, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'd be a shrimp boat captain.
I'd be a proctologist.
Never too late, Misha. That was really non-climactic. Ending to, all right, play a little Simple Man. Let's do it.
All right.